In this video, I'm going to be looking at statutory interpretation, in particular the mischief rule. I'm going to be looking at an outline of this rule, some cases which used the rule, and then looking at the advantages and disadvantages of this rule. The mischief rule is one of 4 rules used when interpreting statutes. It's used if something seems to have been left out of the Act. The court asks what Parliament was trying to achieve and add words to cover what Parliament overlooked. The first case we're going to look at is Smith versus Hughes. 6 prostitutes were charged with soliciting in a street or public place. They were behind windows and balconies. The outcome of this case is that the court found that the purpose of the statute was to protect people in the street from harassment, and so they were guilty. The words "within the view of the street" were added. And another case, Corkery versus Carpenter. The facts of this case were that the defendant was charged with being drunk while in charge of a carriage on the highway. He was riding a bike. The court found that the purpose of the statute was to stop people from causing danger on the road, so they were guilty. The words "and other forms of transport" were added. Now looking at the advantages and disadvantages of this rule. Starting off with advantages. Purpose of the law is promoted, as judges are allowed to look at the gap trying to be covered. The Law Commission favours this rule and recommended that it should be the only rule used. And then some disadvantages. There is a risk of judicial lawmaking, which is undemocratic as they're not elected. Use of the rule may lead to uncertainty, making legal advice difficult to give. And it's not as wide as the purposive approach, which we'll look at in another video. Here's what a question might look like on this topic. Hopefully this video is helpful. Have a nice day.